What's going on, good people? Martina Britt Yelverton here on this third day here in July on day 3 of 30 Days and 30 Ways to Self Improvement. Always looking to level up, to do better, to grow and to go, to expand, just to always be in a forward moving direction. Again, my name is Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am your brand master, your cash flow queen, founder of the Youth Lifestyle Training Legal Tax Hack to hire your kids. My daily goal is to brand you, educate you, and to help you get your assets in order so that you can ultimately leave a legacy. I help startup and struggling entrepreneurs literally develop a simplified brand so that they can focus on their passion, they can focus on their profits, they can focus on whatever it is that they desire to do. So here in year 2021, July, as a matter of fact, I celebrate 13 and a half years in business, serving small businesses, corporations, authors, network marketers, and home-based business owners. My passion literally was birthed out of adversity, so trust and believe when I understand marriage and miscarriage, divorce and eviction, loss of a business, the welfare system, literally death of a parent, a grandparent, a really, really good friend. I understand all these trials and tribulations that allow you to end up at your testimony and your triumph. Okay. So before you think I'm on this journey and I'm talking to you about self development and I'm talking to you about becoming an author or I'm talking to you about getting branded or I'm talking to you about hiring your kids and I'm not talking from an area of expertise, you are so very wrong. I completely understand and I got you. I'm referred to as your go to girl for simplified, you know, blueprints and simplified graphics and things that a lot of people find a lot of difficulty in. I'm available to simplify the process. So right now for the next 27 days, we will be simplifying the process of the self-improvement journey. So as you see, over the past couple of days, we actually have talked about the process of, simplifying the time and taking time for yourself and making sure that you understand the mindset behind taking time, for yourself. Yesterday, we talked about creating daily me time. And specifically today, we are going to talk about being dedicated to your personal time now and why it's so important. So grab in here my journal here on day 3, we're going to talk about being dedicated to your personal time now. Trust and believe if you do not respect your personal time, no one else will. You literally have to set the pace. You have to say what you want, be what you want, put in place what you want, because what ends up happening is people or circumstances or situations will take advantage of that time if you are not dedicated to your own personal time, to your own personal growth. So I suggest that you take your 15 minutes to meditation in the morning, or you can even do your daily time, out on the front stoop, listening to nature. You could read a spiritual book. Like right now, I am hardcore dialed in and plugged into Miles Monroe. I've been reading him, since the beginning of the year, and it's a beautiful journey that I'm on. I also enjoy reading the book of Psalms or Proverbs, which will take you, a few mere moments every day. If you become dedicated to taking that time and become dedicated to enjoying that time, like each and every morning that I wake up, the first thing that I do is I inhale and then I exhale. And I do that a few times. And I think about the fact that number one, I'm mobile. Number two, I'm sane. Okay. Number three, I'm breathing. And I do it in the other order because normally I take the breath first and then I exhale. And I'm excited that I'm alive and that I'm breathing. And then I think next, I was actually able to think that thought. So I'm sane. And then I move my limbs. I do a little stretching. Normally before I get up and take my potty break, I do these 3 steps because to me, those are the first and most important activities of any given day that you are here to be able to do. And that is to breathe, to be sane, and to be mobile. And I get excited every single day about that. So this series really was developed way back in 2014. I made it into a checklist in 2016 and decided that it's been out here looking like it's doing some great things for many of my clients. And I needed to do a reboot. I needed to, again, be my product, be a product of my product, and walk through this journey with you all again. And I'm hoping that it's helping. I'm hoping that it's helping you to become aligned again, that it's helping you to make some commitments to yourself. And trust and believe is not just about the actions that I'm asking you to do. They're very simple actions to take time for yourself, to be dedicated to your time, to actually plan out your time, to do these very easy steps. And tomorrow we'll be discussing, flipping to page 11, we'll be discussing letting others know how serious you are about your time. Very simple steps, but what it really actually is teaching you to develop a consistent habit. Originally, I wanted to start doing this at 9 a.m. And when I realized I'm not even remotely at my best at 9 a.m., a lot of these gurus will tell you, hey, get up first thing in the morning, you know, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning and be ready. Let me tell you, at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and 5 a.m., I'm just getting my good sleep. And no matter how hard I have tried to shift my routine, literally over the past 10 years, it's never, ever, ever worked. Okay. I don't care how many days I do it. It's like each day I feel worse and worse and worse. I feel pressured. I feel pushed. I don't feel comfortable. My voice is terrible. My mind isn't moving yet. And I've tried several times to do the shift and it does not work. My best time comes out usually after about 10 or 11 in the morning, and I can talk, I can speak, I can think, I can jumpstart my day, and I literally am not even excited about going to bed until about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's only because I have to, because I know I need to get rest. Otherwise, I would continue working because that is my prime hour. So you really have to, pick your time according to what your personality is, what your drive is, what your go-to is, what your motivation is, what your inspiration, what is best for you, and do it to the best of your ability. I want to say one thing to you before I go, and that is that if you haven't had an opportunity to go over to 30days.martinabrityelverton.com and get this free download is instant. So even though we're on day 3, you're okay. You can read back and catch up on the other 2, or you can simply start on day 4 tomorrow with us. We'll be here, same bad time, same bad station, 12 o'clock noon. Today I was a couple of minutes late because I was sitting here trying to figure out how to get rid of the hiccups. Now, that would have been an interesting way to start this podcast. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where, hey, it's time for you to hit the stage, or hey, it's time for you to hit the live button, or it's time for you to speak. And as soon as you get ready to open your mouth, you get an attack of the hiccups. I was sitting here like, okay, devil, anybody got time for this? We have to get on here. We have to stay consistent with our schedule. So I have moved the time to a time that really is more comfortable for me so I can deliver my greatest value. And that is the noon hour. I appreciate you guys spending this noon hour with me, whether it's the weekend, whether it's during the week. Lunch and learn is usually what I would call it, but right now we're focusing on 30 days of self improvement. And I'm hoping that, my being transparent about restarting this journey, it helps you understand that none of us are perfect. We do it to the best of our ability, and that's really what he requires. Do it with everything you got, and don't procrastinate doing it. I'm not sure if you guys understand the real premise behind procrastination. And what I understand about it is procrastination is having the arrogant assumption that God is going to give you another chance tomorrow to do what he told you to do today. Okay? So I want you guys to munch on that, think about that, marinate on that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.